Good morning, have a pleasant morning. Welcome back. Now we are continuing with the election process in India, and the next topic coming to that, what we call ruling party at the time of election. How the ruling party is going to play an important role at the time of election. So, a ruling party, it have a chance to misguide the voters, in the sense nothing but to make according to their convenience to follow the rules and regulation of their own party. So there is a chance to misplace the voter. So these are the things which are not entertained here. All the rules and regulation, the norms, whatever which was followed by election commission, that should be followed and implemented strictly, even the ruling party or any other parties. So there is a scope for misuse of the powers. No way the people should not misuse, like utilizing the bureaucracy, government bureaucracy, to make the voters to attract. So such type of misuse of powers are no way entertained over here. And not only that, official visits are also to be cancelled. Like when the code has implemented or given, there is no way to make any advertisement, making of propaganda that we are going to do so and so scheme, we are making you to convince this, and these are the things which will not be considered. And when the code is mentioned, there and then they are not supposed to enter over there in that premises anyway, the people whoever they are making that. And no government vehicle should be utilized for making propaganda advertisement, so like attracting the voters. There are no way to use any such type of government vehicles. And if they are using more than 3 security vehicles, what purpose they are using, how much investment they have invested, that means in a sense nothing but everything should be literally written through expenditures. For what and how many vehicles are used, for what purpose, how they made canvassing, how they made campaign, all these things should be clearly mentioned over there in the given norms of election commission. And code of conduct, in what manner when the election schedule has been given, as per the norms, as per the rules and regulation, the people have to follow. So like as they are not supposed to do, they have to follow the principles as per the code, like whether it is related to parliament, state legislature or local government, the rules and regulations should be followed carefully. And no way they are supposed to use public properties. Related to public properties, they are not supposed to make, and making some government schemes or giving some other like promises and oaths. All these things should not be entertained over there. And in the given time only they have to complete their advertisement. And after given time, if you are going to make any SMS or making any things related to beyond of the election commission, then that will be seriously action will be taken. No such type of advertisements either through mobile or any communication. So like TV, media, all these things are going to be stopped. They were not yet entertained at the time of ruling party at the time of election. So these are the things what it says. And not only that, if they want to make any announcement and the permission of TV, as per the norms, as per the given before time only, they have to take prior permission. After that, no way they can be allotted to take or implement any such type of action related to them. So even if they want to send SMS or even if they want to give advertisement in television, they have to take permission, either for announcement or permission. So as if the time is going to be accomplished, no way such type of announcement and as well as TV permission will not be given to make the propaganda or advertisement. So that is one more thing. And after notification, as I said, after notification, no announcement, no payments, no any such type of scheme. No way the ruling party should influence the voter to attract in one or the other way, like providing some food articles, providing food packets or articles, or giving in the name of cash. So all these things are strictly prohibited. And what will be the oath of the voter means? He should feel that as he was utilizing his vote or casting his vote in a peaceful and democratic manner, with a free and fair, smooth manner, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, language, sex, whatever it is. These all are not criteria. The person should utilize the vote in a complete democratic atmosphere. Then that will be the better. This is what we call democratic rule. So all these are only the one what we call ruling party at the time of elections. So overall, within two points, what I want to make you clear is that all the norms of rules and regulation which was described by election commission, that should be followed. Beyond that, if they are going to be make any advertisement, propaganda, new schemes are giving in the name of cash, that will not be entertained, and the action will be taken very severely. So these are the things what they have to follow at the time of elections by ruling party. There are no way to make the voter to be attract with making such type of inspiring words or giving some assurance and promises also will not be entertained. That is nothing but what we call ruling party at the time of elections. After the ruling party, next conduct of elections at various levels. How the elections are going to be conducted at various levels, that is what we are going to discuss here, children. So, the chief electoral officer, he is appointed by the Election Commission of India. The chief electoral officer is appointed by the Election Commission of India, but without concern to the state government, no way the Election Commission of India is going to be appointed for the chief electoral officer of the state. So that is what you have to notice over here. And not only that, it does not possess any constitutional status. So only on behalf of the state government, the Election Commission of India is going to be appointed for the chief electoral officer of the state. And the person who are most seniors, like what we call IAS, Indian Administrative Service. So in such a manner, the elections are going to be conducted either for parliament level, state legislature or local self-governing bodies. For all these three different levels, the election conducting code will be the same. So that all what it says here, especially the one. And not only that, at the district level, if you see the one who is called the king of the district collector. So collector is the chief election officer. We call him as CEO. In each district, like the district collector will leading the role, and we call him as chief election officer. So in the way of conducting, and what the district collector is going to do here means, the district collector is going to be appoint an officer for each and every constituency. The district collector appoints an officer, either he or she, called as returning officer. We call a returning officer. And what is the duty of a returning officer means? How many number of candidates are going to be contest, in what manner they are going to be make their involvement over there in this, like nomination, like the people whoever they are going to be nominated must at least one registrar electoral of the constituency. At least one electoral should be there in the constituency, and such type of candidates, whoever they are sponsored by registered party, they are called as party candidates. I repeat, candidates who sponsored by registered party is known as party candidate. The others are called independent. So these are the things which are scrutinized, like how many number of members are nominated and how many members are there enrolling their names. Each and every work will be there only done with the returning officer. He make all the nomination papers to be scrutinized, to make them in order. How many number of members are in what we call party candidates, independents, and all these. After making that, he allots the one what we call symbol and name. After allotting symbol and name, then he prepares a ballot paper, and after that, the number of members those are continuing to be in the election campaign are withdrawal. As per the specified time of the election commission, they have to withdraw, or whether they want to be continuing this election process. As per the norms, each and everything will be only responsible in the hands of returning officer, either he or she. So after making of all such type of scrutinizing, nomination, independent and as well as party candidates, there and then a final ballot paper is going to be made along with the name and symbols. Name will be there, symbols will be there. So that will be the final list. Then that will be sent to the one what we call EVM, electronic voting machine. So in that will be scrutinized, and there and then the election takes place. So all these are the process which is going to take part only the one what we call, it's a way of conducting the election. So such type of conducting elections are not only there for one particular district level, it is also the same process which will be followed national level like parliament, state level, state legislature, and local self-government like local governing body. The procedure, the system will be systematically followed, and that should be implemented in all these aspects. So such type of works are only done with one, what we call that as conduct of elections at various level. Now after that, voting mechanism. The chief election officer of the district is held responsible for conducting such type of voting mechanism. And what are the ideologies, what is going to be followed means, he assists like deputy polling personnel as presiding officer, and not only presiding officer but also polling officers to every polling booth to conduct polls. So within this voting mechanism, the chief election officer of the district is going to make or assist with the deputy polling personnel as a presiding officer. Not only that, even polling officers to every polling booth to conduct the polls, with which what is the first they are going to be see means electoral roll list. Electoral roll list means list of voters. Electoral roll is nothing but list of voters. Usually at the time of election, the people will come with electoral roll, means list of voter, whether your name is enrolled or not, whether your father name or the persons whoever they have completed 18 years of age through one what we call UAF, Universal Adult Franchise. So that will be looked after. And here the polling agents will assist to the presiding officer and as well as polling officers to identify the voter, whether the voter is belongs to same constituency or any other person, whether the ID is righteous or wrong. So for that purpose, here these polling agents will support and assist to the presiding officers and as well as polling officers to run the elections in a smooth and fair manner. So that's what it says. And after that, they will be given of one what we call edible ink for left forefinger, and there and then the mark will be placed. That is what we call swastik mark. So after all this, after completion of all this process, then the ballot paper will be folded and then that will be inserted over there in the ballot. So these all are the process what we call voting mechanism. Then and then what will be the next, as you know that after making of all this counting take place. After counting when it takes place, whoever they get majority, then they will be declared as one what we call winners are the victorious. So that all what it says about the one what we call voting mechanism. Not only that, let you know about the two important things. What is that called as general election and by-elections. General election, by-elections. By-elections is also known as midterm election. So usually either for parliament or state legislature or local self-government, anywhere the elections which are going to be held at regular intervals like every 5 years, 5, 10, 15, if continuously without any break, if the elections are going to be held, then such type of elections are called general election. And before completion of the term of 5 years, in case if the elections are going to be held or conducted, then such type of elections are called by-elections. Before completion of 5 years, in between for 2.5 years or 3 years, doesn't matter whatever the period. So in between if they are going to be conduct the elections, such type of elections are called by-elections or otherwise called midterm elections. So all these are only the process which comes under the one what we call as voting mechanism. A country like India, we oftenly call as subcontinent. So what was the thing which was taken place over here related to one what we call vote to reject, nothing but what we call nota, none of the above. So in this regard, what I want to make you clear, on the basis of judgment of Supreme Court given in the year 2013, that is based on People's Union of Civil Liberties. So with that, what was the thing which was introduced here called nota? Nota was introduced in the year 2013. First time where these are the cities like what we are going to be find here. Like you can see here, like Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh, and Delhi. So all these are the states in which first time in the year 2013, what they have been introduced, the one what we call nota, none of the above. So with the judgment of the Supreme Court, these are the things what it has been granted over there in the year 2013. But what will be the option over here? Only the one like winning or losing capability of the candidates. So this is like what it is considered means like the highest number of votes are polled for nota. In case the majority of the voting has taken place and which has been polled only for nota, but even though the candidates whoever they secured second position will be declared as winner. So that all what it says. And to notice that these are the states which they have introduced like Delhi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and as well as Mizoram. So there in this, in our country in the year 2013, that was the new introducing like what we call nota, none of the above. So that what it says regarding the one called vote to reject. The next topic is the need for electoral reforms. How the reforms have to be taken, that will let us know and understand clearly. As you know that about our country, India is the second most populous country in the world. As you know, the first country is China and followed by our country. So it's a great magnum opus of one where we have conducting the elections over there for every political parties. So every political party, what they are going to make the assurance and they will give the importance for our nation is that as we are going to make socio-economic and equalities, we want to eradicate the gap between the rich and poor, and we want to make you a good governance. Generally, every political party will give the assurance and as well as the promises. But even though what was the thing which is existing over the one what we call poverty, and not only that, even corrupted politicians are also there, making the elections turning towards their own practices like what we call illegal manner. They are going to run the elections and they want to make themselves better in achieving such type of capability or what we call to have the leadership. So such type of criminal activity or the criminal background, whoever the politicians are there, they never make up a good governance. But here it is make you to sure that because of the leaders who are dedicated, those who sacrificed, and because of such type of leaders only today what we are enjoying such type of democratic and where they are running in a smooth and fair manner in way of conducting the one what we call free and fair election. So that is what we call the need for electoral reforms. Coming to the next what we call ballot, postal ballot. Like at the time of elections, as we see that various personnel related to election campaign, like the duties whoever they are going to be discharged, like teachers and all the government officials, they move from one place to another place because of like what we call the election duty, and how they have to cast a vote, in what manner they can make their vote. So for that, the Election Commission of India has granted for the polling staff to utilize ballot paper. So there and then the date of commencement of that particular date, they will get the ballot paper, and there and then they can cast the vote, and same that they can send through one what we call postal ballot. So such type of facility was granted to the people whoever they are going to discharge the functions, because as in our country, as we know that the very important thing what we call UAF, Universal Adult Franchise, right to vote should be utilized by everyone. So due to that, the Election Commission of India has granted postal facilities the people whoever they discharge their duties. That is one what we call postal ballot. And last conclusion of this, the first time there in which the only state what we call Tamil Nadu, the election notification has been cancelled. Why? What was the reason? Means the election commission has came to know about the two constituencies which are there in Tamil Nadu, like what we call that as Aravakuruchi and Tanjavur. So these are the two constituencies where the by-elections are held over there in Tamil Nadu. As the election commission came to know that the allegation which they have been made, what was the allegation means a large sum of capital was distributed over there in these two constituencies. This is the information for the first time of the history in India, what they came to know that such type of large sum of money has been started distributing. So immediately the election commission, what was the decision taken means to cancel such type of elections, and this was happened on 16th May 2016. 16th May 2016 in these two places of Tamil Nadu region like Aravakuruchi and Tanjavur, there and then first time the elections were postponed by the election commission. This is what it says about the election process in our country, how we are making the use. Finally, we have to elect and select a good leader who makes us in a righteous way, a right path, and we as the citizen of India, we have to utilize right to vote, and all these are only like today's children are tomorrow's citizen. When you are going to become a citizen, you have to utilize this right to vote, and that makes you too proud, and you have to elect a good leader. As I said for you, elections are only for selection. Choose the best who make us in a right way and right path. So that was the end of the lesson. Good day. Thank you. God bless you all.